Hello guys, Tree the FFS here and bringing you the first episode of our squad builder. This is our first video, so I would like to explain a few things to you. This account's going to be run by me and my mate, so I know I'm going to do a trading series and yes, a few squad builders, but he's going to do a couple of budget squads for a lot of people can use when they first start FIFA or for like second teams, what have you. Okay, another thing you might be concerned about is FFS after our name. That was basically just our frustration at all the YouTube names being like taken, but the accounts have been deleted and stuff. So yeah, we just typed it in and we're just pleased that finally a name which didn't sound stupid was like free for us to use. So yeah, that's settled. Let's talk about the squad. I mean, it's in 4-1-2-1-2 and has 99 chemistry, but you'd expect that from like a single team squad. So yeah, in goal, Paddy Kenny. I mean, he's a monster. Well, in real life, I quite enjoy watching him and stuff. But on FIFA, I find him to be quite inconsistent. I mean, yeah, he makes some ridiculous saves. He's got good positioning, and certainly his 76 reflexes would seem a lot higher. But he is quite susceptible to making a stupid mistake. I mean, I do remember a cheeky nutmeg from about 20 yards, but I won't go there. Alright, right back is Nedum. I mean, I'm quite surprised his pace is only 77, considering he was like a 100-meter running champion when he was younger. But oh well. I mean, he's got great all-round stats, and his 77 pace is good enough to cover up for the lack of speed in this Danny Shitu. So, third player, is Anton Ferdinand. He's by far the most expensive player in the team. I mean, it cost me 155k, I believe. And whilst he's not that much better than his non-informed version, I really wanted to get all the informs for my QPR team. And he's a very good player. I mean, he's quite fun to play with. He's got great defending stats for a silver, good pace, and if you have 155, 160k kicking around, I'd definitely advise buying him. Sorry. Next player is Danny Shitu, who is quite a lot worse than Anton Ferdinand. I mean, look, just compare the stats. Everyone Anton's better than him at. But what Shitu does have is a ridiculous amount of strength. I believe it's 95, 96. So he can easily muscle off the ball quite a number of players. So all round great player to buy if you have whilst being cheap. Sorry. Final defender of the team is Taitewo. I really love watching him play in real life. I mean, he just seems to try and waste everyone off the ball. And he's already shown off his free kick taking skills as well for QPR, which is always a bonus. But yeah, his ridiculous pace, defending and heading stats really just show how great a defender he is. He can cover for the centre backs. He also provides Tarapto with a lot of support up the wing. And his shooting is second to none. He's monstrous. I mean, number of long shots I've scored with him is ridiculous. Holding midfield then is Joey Barton. He's an all-round god in my eyes. I mean, whilst he's a bit of a knob, he is so fun to watch in real life, and that is basically the only reason I've got him in my team. I mean, he's just so funny just to hear about. I mean, I love following him on Twitter and some of the stuff he says there. I just find him hilarious. I mean, great player in my eyes. Okay, Adal Tarapt, great player in real life, lovely to watch, and his 90 dribbling and 5-star skills says it all, whilst having decent shooting to back it up. Just cut inside in his right foot and finesse it. Nearer to always a goal for me. I love him so much. Bought him for 20k, so he's a relatively cheap inform as well, so that's quality in my eyes. Now, Wright Phillips is a player who I find is a bit sweaty player to play with. I mean, look at his pace and dribbling. Kind of says, oh, you just run down the wing, cross it in, hope for the headed goal, and a bit of a sweaty way of playing, but it does seem to work. So, someone's starting out FIFA on my team now. Quite a decent, solid player to play with. Now, Buzaki is kind of the unsung gem of this team. He's great at free kicks. He's can dribble and pass, great playmaker, and his long shots, once you get the knack of them, Like, give it a couple of games. He's a monster, absolute beast. He's got 4-star skills and weak foot as well, which is generally a good thing to have on your cam. I would recommend buying him if you get a chance. Alright, finally in up front there's Jibril Cisse, 88 pace, bit of a god in my eyes. I mean, every game you get sent off for scores, so in some ways I try and replicate that when I play FIFA stuff. It's not going well for me. He always ends up getting sent off. It's quite fun to play with like that. He might be a bit of a sweaty player, but his shooting is just sheer class. Great finesse shots, and every now and then he pops up with a wonder goal, so couldn't really ask for more in a striker. Now, Heider Helguson is the biggest waste of money you'll ever have. I mean, he's supposed to be a target man, but he's too small, and his heading isn't even very good anyway. He's just such an average player. I mean, he's a waste of 17k. I would not recommend buying him, but I wanted to have him just to try and build like the best possible QPR team, and it is really fun to play with him. Because when you do score, you really get a sense of achievement, but I suppose you can't just hope on that. Alright, on the subs bench, you get Bobby Zamora. Now, the only reason I play Heider Helguson over him is basically because I really dislike Zamora in real life. He's a useless waste of space, and I can't believe QPR bought him, but oh well. Now, Ji-Sung Park is a good player I like as a reserve player when Wright Phillips gets tired and what have you. I mean, he's clinical, decent pace and dribbling, gets the job done, so I can't really complain. He's also, I'm pretty sure, joint highest overall player at QPR, so had to have him, even if it's only for a sub. Now, I find with Luke Young and also Sean Derry, I use them both very much as only cover players. I mean, you can look at their stats, they're just average. Oh, that shouldn't happen. Yeah, so Luke Young's stats, they're just average, and he's only good as like cover to Anua when he's what you call it, when Anua's injured and what have you. So I just use him for that or to get Anua fitness. Sean Derry, much the same with Joe Barton. I mean, his pace is dreadful, so that's always a downer, but he's a decent anchor man, so I won't complain about his lack of pace, to be honest, because he doesn't really stray forward. Now, Rob Hulse and Lee Kirk are the biggest waste of space you'll ever find on FIFA. Waste of coins, dreadful players, and don't see really why QPR still have them both. They do nothing, add nothing to the side. I mean, look at Lee Kirk, he even looks like a cock, doesn't he? Alright, finally, Jamie Mackie. Probably QPR's best player this season, and I really enjoy playing with him on FIFA, mainly because of that. I mean, he's got alright skill moves, so he's quite fun to play with, to be honest, and score a few cheeky finishes with him, so yeah. That's it all now, boys. I believe this team costs about 210k, so if you're ever wanting to build your QPR team in 4-1-2-1-2, I mean, I would recommend it, but that's just mainly because I'm a QPR fan. So yeah, Treasy FFS signing out. See you later, lads. Bye.